Hey everyone, and welcome to the third game between FZ team and Toxic team. I believe this was an ESL tourney. The score so far is 1-1. First game won by Toxic, the second game by FZ. Basically by Servant. Second game was won. So we have on the top side Toxic Dark Eldar, on the other side, right hand side, we have Necrons, Toxic Horde. Like in the previous two games, Horde places the generator on Dark Eldar's base so the slave can touch them and the generators build automatically. That way Necron wins lots of time, he can capture his points faster and make the army faster. Dark Eldar makes two Mandrakes, Hall of Blood and Generator. In the enemy team on the left hand side we have Servant with Space Marines. He goes for 3 scouts. First scout goes on Heres, he wants to kill this slave, I think. It has lower than the Heretic, lower HP than the Heretic. Scouts while moving, shooting on the way, and this slave dies. That's crazy. Actually 4 scouts by Servant. A very aggressive map cap from him. Alright, here he went with 1 scout. He gets this point really fast and he will probably build this. First commander on the way. Well, warriors can fight these scouts easily, so obviously Servant has to retreat. Oh, I see now. So Servant got on here with scouts because this point was being captured by Scarabs, so Servant didn't want to lose time killing this and he went to take this point instead. Very smart move. Now he can decap this. Yeah. So when you see Necron going aggressive on your base, just do what Servant did. Go on Necron's base and take his point. Simple as that. That also applies in 1v1, of course.
Scouts awaiting orders.
3 listening posts by Servant already captured, and 1 is from Necron's base. Force commander is out. Well, Servant standard opening here we had 4 scouts and Force commander, now Space Marines. He gets fast map control and has a good income on requisition. By the way, these games are with shared resources turned on. There is no generator for a Servant, but he has +6 energy. That means resource sharing is activated. So he gets a part of energy income from his ally, even without having the generator. But wait, there's only 1 generator from Martefio. So he has +6 and Servant has +6. That's really strange. +12 it gives +12 if we sum up it on the both sides. Didn't know. This is some nice advantage. 84 for Horde. How come? He has 6 generators and 84 income. Maybe this is
6 minutes until
high resources, high resource rate, or how is that called? Maybe. Shared requisition, LOL. Shared. That's really strange. I wonder why Horde has such a high economy on 6 generators. Oh wait, it's 7, it's +70, but he has +84. It should be +70 for Horde. We have 74 to 12. I think this is high resources raid with shared resources activated. There is no other explanation for this resource income. That's really strange. Again, what do we see here? Some kind of domination from FZ team. They took one of Necron's points. One orc banner here, lots of infantry from Servant. He makes the sniper rifle upgrade. He will be able to add snipers and scouts again, and he will have powerful tier 1 and 5 army. On the other team, wait, on Martefio we have 99 to 36, lots of Orks, but not as much as Space Marines now. He makes shooter boys mass with big shooters, a good option to make versus Dark Eldar and Necrons. Well, for 2v2 I think this is the best way, shooter mass and with big shooters. Now I don't think this will be a successful attack here from a toxic team, because look at this fortified position. The LP2, 2 banners, lots of infantry around. This will not work for toxic. So FZ can hold this attack easily. Even with solar pulse and phase shift, I don't think Horde alone can beat this. 2 Flayed squads and Necron Lord, but Necron Lord goes low on HP, it might die. Flayed ones teleport back to base, and this might be over. There's no way. Here you have it, Necrons on Doom Spiral. If Necron cannot get at least 3 points on this map, and if Necron gets pressured like what FZ team is doing here, they pressure Necron here to death, it's very hard for Necron to come out of this mess.
3 minutes until
He has low population, low speed. He goes tier 2, he will have bigger HP on Flayed ones, more HP on Necron Lord, but anyways, that won't help much when you have such huge mass of infantry nearby your base. And where's Dark Eldar's army? I see infiltrated Mandrakes and Archon, but the damage dealing units, there's no such thing. What is this float? 81 to 24. Oh, he hits tier 2 and he makes the Scourges, but Scourges will die from snipers. Scourge's problem is that they have low HP, and also their problem with artillery. They get disrupted and killed extremely fast. This is a good unit on early tier 2, but it depends also on situation. It also depends how it's being used, how you use those teleports. Well, yeah, this is a FZ team victory again for sure. There's no way Toxic can make a comeback here. That's why playing a full tier 1 game can be extremely effective instead of playing passively and with economy upgraded. You could play more aggressively, take the map, make more army. You will hit tier 2, tier 3 later, but you will have at least more powerful army earlier, and because of that you can get a big advantage. Map control also, map vision. Scourges here, but they can't do anything. What's this chart? Bikes are better in my opinion, and the red says STFU. Well, maybe it was some kind of blame on his ally from Horde, but... And the red got a bit annoyed.
Take and hold victory achieved.
So the score is 2-1 in FZ's team favor. Very good result. Well, the second and the third game looked hopeless for Toxic. No offense, but that's it. That was just full domination by... Well, the second and the third game, Servant showed who's the boss in here. And Marty did a great job as well. It's no doubt. Of course, when the military servant wins. In the first game he did some... I don't know how to name it. I have no idea what he tried to do, but he failed hard servant in the first game. In the second and the third game, he played like out of this world. Very nice score here on resources. So basically, yeah, it was shared resources for sure, because we have same amount of requisition gathered and only a little difference on energy. Wait, power gathered also the same number. On requisition spend there is a difference, of course, but it was with shared resources for sure, and maybe high rate, because the resources were really high for the amount of points and the generators they had. It was pretty high. In technology, Marty wins. He had unit upgrades, more unit upgrades. Reinforced units, Horde wins. He reinforced lots of flayed ones this game, but when you get massed by 2 of your enemies into your base, it's really a pain for Necron. It's hard to come out of it. So that's it with this best of 3. A little ESL competition tournament between teams in 2009 probably, or 2010. I hope you liked this best of 3. If you did, leave a like, leave your commentary. What do you think about these games? Stay tuned for more videos, and thanks for watching.